Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates and another episode of Star Wars Battlefront Top 5 Plays, the series where I feature the best, funniest and weirdest clips in the community. If you want to submit a clip yourself, you can do so through the link in the description, and you can also find a link to my current giveaway if you're interested in winning a capture card. But now, let's jump straight into it. Starting off, we have a sweet trick shot from Vitros, who gets a 720 no-scope on Hoth. I really don't know if these kind of clips are pure luck or if they actually know where they're shooting, because it looks like they just fire randomly and actually hit someone, which is quite impressive, but I'm sure there's quite a lot of practice involved in this, as I'm not really able to do this myself. Whenever I try, I simply have to do a 360, stop in the air, aim at someone and then shoot. So, I mean, technically it's a 360, but it doesn't look as cool as this. Moving on, we have a clip from Fat McNuggets 247, who gets a very lucky long-range secondary fire multi-kill. And do keep in mind that since the secondary fire was nerfed, you need to hit very dead on in order to get a kill, or they of course need to be damaged beforehand. So the fact that he gets a triple kill from this range is quite impressive, and I really like seeing that long arc of the projectile traveling at like 100 or 200 meters and then finally drops down to get him a triple kill. Moving on, we have a clip from this GMR, who also gets a very lucky long-range kill. He spots a couple of enemies across the map on the Twilight on Hoth map, and he fires off a smart rocket, which somehow gives him a quad kill. And I don't think anyone expects to get that many kills when you fire something that openly. Usually if you fire it in a corridor or something, you obviously get a lot of kills, but not in an open spot like this. And he also had a pretty exciting reaction to it.
Oh! On a quoi de croise pas la roquette! Non! Oh non! Mais non! Oh mon dieu!
At the honorable number 2 spot, we have a clip from I'm Pavel, who shows a very effective way to take out the carrier on Scarif. We do know that the bushes seem to be made of steel because you can't neither walk or shoot through them, but the trees doesn't seem to be that way, because he actually jump packs up and fires off a no-scope shot with the pulse cannon in the direction of the carrier, and it travels straight through all the trees and actually kills the enemy. A quite impressive shot, and this really shows that your eyes can really deceive you on maps like Scarif. You need to know which vegetation you can shoot through and which ones you can't. Finally, at the number 1 spot, we have a clip from Gael Franco, who shows us the true power of Han Solo. Lately, I've been starting to use him more and more in Heroes vs Villains, because he feels like the most consistent hero that can deal a lot of damage, and of course his lucky shot is extremely powerful considering that it locks on and deals a lot of damage. He pretty much wipes out the entire enemy team all by himself, because 9-Up goes away and dies, and the round started off with only 2 versus 4 heroes. He kills both Bosk and Krennic very easily, and I'm not really sure what those 2 guys were doing because they weren't putting up a lot of resistance, but he shows some good accuracy and how fast you die if you aren't careful against Han, because Bosk is usually one of the heroes that can survive for quite long due to his healing ability, but he goes down in a matter of seconds in this clip. And at the end it kind of looks lost, but he finds a hero pickup which gives him some health back, and then when he faces off against Greedo and the Senate at the same time, he makes some very good maneuvers where he dodges them around corners, destroys them with a rapid fire, and finally ends the clip by using the shoulder charge. A quite impressive clip with Han, if I say it myself, and again, if you haven't tried Han after the last couple of patches, make sure to do so, because he is quite the beast. But that brings this video to an end. As always, a big thank you to Elgato Gaming for sponsoring this series. If you're interested in their capture cards, you can find a link to their products in the description below, and you can also find a link to my giveaway together with them. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.